Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and I've been getting a lot of messages on what I what I'm assuming is going to be a thing over the next few days. But people are getting messages, text messages, emails. Some said they've seen it in the T-Mobile T Life app that they're being upgraded to the Go 5G Plus from the Magenta Max at no extra cost. So we got to look at this objectively, right? We got to be objective, right? So some people that have messaged me are concerned, right? Some are looking at this negatively and some are looking at this positively, right? Some are saying this is a loyalty bump, right? T-Mobile is trying to lower churn and have lower churn than the competition. This could be part of that. Maybe some customers that are on Magenta Max were thinking about leaving, right? So now people are getting this message and now they're getting bumped to a newer plan, better benefits at no extra cost. Might keep the customer around for a little bit, right? But then there is the concern that now T-Mobile's moving you onto a newer plan that has maybe different terms and conditions, and now they can raise price on you at a later time. What I will say to that, looking at it objectively, we had price increase on legacy plans not too long ago. I would not be concerned about this forced migration from that perspective, because T-Mobile, they can raise fees, they can add all kinds of stuff on legacy accounts that you're not protected from because they just did it, right? So even on the newer plans that have a price guarantee, T-Mobile can still raise those plans by implementing fees. Verizon is doing that again in September. So I wouldn't be too concerned about this. If T-Mobile wants to or wanted to, they could have raised the price somehow on Magenta Max for legacy customers. They could have done it. They can still do it, but now they're looking at bump ups on the loyalty. So I think I look at it from a perspective of this is T-Mobile trying to improve the value for that customer, bump them into a newer plan, give them more at no extra cost to try and lower its churn. That's the perspective I'm looking at it, just looking at it objectively, right? I know there's some people upset. I saw some people say they're gonna shop around. Look at it from a more positive view. If you're on Magenta Max next year still, right? If they don't force migrate all customers, they can raise price there. They just did it. They did it earlier, $5 per line. Like they can do this. And like I said, if they end up in a lawsuit, even if the TOA states that they can't do it and they do it anyway, right? We went over this plenty of times. If there's a class action lawsuit and say T-Mobile has to pay out $100 million to customers affected, but the price increase gave them $700 million profits, right? Then the $100 million is just cost of doing business. That's all it is. So T-Mobile made $700. They pay back $100 million to customers that were part of the class action lawsuit. Everyone gets their $2, and T-Mobile takes an additional $600 million in profits. So I would not be that concerned looking at it from that point of view. Like, hey, T-Mobile's moving me and my plan is going up next year. It could go up now. So I think this is more of a trying to bump customers up on the loyalty scale, giving them some additional value at no extra cost to try and get the churn as low as possible. So this could be T-Mobile's steps on a strategy that they have internally to try and get the churn as low as it possibly can go, right? And they're always looking at that to try and make that better. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've gotten the email, the text message. Let me know if you've seen it in the T-Life app. Most of you are going to be okay with this. I don't see anybody like at mass scale all of a sudden switching because they got a plan change and literally are going to pay the same that they were previously. So I don't see that being a thing. But like I said, if T-Mobile wanted to raise price on a Magenta Max customer, they can do that regardless. So I would not look at it from that point of view. But let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.